Also, guten Tag. Ich kann ein bisschen Deutsch, aber I perform in English because it's funnier. I'm an English stand-up comedian from England. I've been doing comedy for about 12 years now, to Germans. Yeah, it's sort of like trying to sell bacon sandwiches on the Gaza Strip, really, but with a lot less rockets. I actually suffer from Asperger's syndrome, which means that I'm highly intelligent, if not modest, socially awkward, and slightly creepy. Yeah, it's... No, we're not all like, what's his name out of Big Bang Theory, Sheldon Cooper. No, there's quite a few famous people who actually suffer from Asperger's syndrome, like Donald Trump. Oh God, no, sorry, that's Alzheimer's. Yeah, but because I'm socially awkward and slightly creepy, the problem is I don't get to meet many girls because they tend to mistake me for a film producer. Yeah. No, it's seriously. The other day, a girl told me I was no George Clooney, which is bad if you're rating my sex appeal, but it's pretty good if you're rating my Batman costume. Yeah, due to being slightly socially awkward, I do read a lot of self-help manuals. Yeah, a few people here read them as well, I can hear. The problem is they all basically say the same thing, which is be yourself. I don't want to be myself. I want to be Batman. Because Batman is the only superhero in the Justice League who doesn't actually have any superpowers. No, really, he's just a rich, psychotic loner. But he's got to be all three to be Batman. Because if he's just rich and psychotic, he'd join the Republicans. Yeah, you think that's funny, you may think that's funny, but this basically means that Donald Trump is one step away from being Batman. Yeah, I actually read quite a good self-help book the other day called What Your Cat Can Teach You About Handling Stress. And it's revolutionised my life. I don't go to work anymore. I just lie on the sofa all morning. I have breakfast, then I go next door and have another breakfast. The only problem is I get this terrible urge to lick my balls. I nearly broke my back yesterday trying to. I fell off the bed and got banned from IKEA. A few laughs of self-recognition there, yeah. I used to say to myself, I'm never going to get Netflix. Anybody else have Netflix? Yeah. I said to myself, I'm never going to get Netflix, because if I do, then in 6 months' time, my shriveled corpse will be found under a layer of crisp packets. I got Netflix. I think I've got 3 months to live. But the thing that really upsets me about Netflix is it has a really strange recommendation algorithm. You know what I mean? You know, you watch something and it says, you might like this. I watched 2001, A Space Odyssey. It said, you might like Nazi teenage zombie mutants from hell. Yeah, it recommended that I watch a Pixar film called Inside Out. I glaube, das ist Alles steht im Kopf in Deutsch. Really good film. Yes. I enjoyed it. Yes. Yeah. And then it said, you might like Ein Königreich für ein Lama. I thought, okay, go on, I'll watch it. I watched it. It's really funny. Then it said, you might like Lilo and Stitch. I watched it. It's great. I couldn't believe it's a Disney film. And then it said, you might like Frozen. Fuck right off. I know what you're doing, Netflix. Stealth Disney. The next thing's going to be My Little Pony. You're going to try and turn me into one of these sad characters who cosplays Disney instead of what I normally do, which is cosplay Star Wars, which is okay. That's Disney as well, but yeah. I suffer from OCD as well. It's a sort of natural follow-on from Asperger's, obsessive compulsive disorder. I got thrown out of the OCD self-help group. I passed round my M&Ms. How was I to know that you had to sort them into colour order first? If you really want to upset someone out with OCD, buy them a picture of the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Yeah, so that's pretty bad. I presume you've all sort of come through New Year fairly well. You enjoy it? Yes? Yes. Glad to see some of you are still awake out there. Now, the problem I have with New Year in Germany is fireworks. Because in England, fireworks are now banned. We used to have them on November the 5th, Guy Fawkes Night. And it used to be that they were really paranoid about them. And you used to get the fireworks and there'd be this big booklet with them. And it would have all these terrible warnings in. Yeah. Keep your fireworks in an iron safe. Only take them out one at a time with a big steel gauntlet. Light them with a big 6-foot-long taper. If they don't go off, do not return to them. Never return to them. Ever. Ever. Move house. Alternatively, cover them in concrete. Those aren't bollards in the UK. Those are unexploded bangers. Yeah, and so, my first Sylvester here, New Year 1999, it was quite a bit of a surprise when I was walking down to the Rhine to be overtaken by Dr. Werner von Braun and family, who had a plastic bag full of rockets under one arm and was smoking with the other. Yeah, but the thing that really confused me when I first came over from England is, any of you ever been to England? You know the taps? Hot, cold. Yeah. It's quite simple. Cold on, hot on. Yeah. That's not simple enough for you lot, is it? Oh no, you've got to have a 3-dimensional joystick there, haven't you? That makes washing your hands like playing a game of Tomb Raider. Yeah, so, and you know where the worst ones are? They're always downstairs in the pub toilet. Now I was in Starbucks in Rudolfplatz, which is gone now, but I went down there and I wanted to wash my hands after, yeah. And so I got the squirt of soap, and there's no sort of thing on the tap at all. So I'm sort of, nothing. 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 Oh God, what am I going to do? I've got all this soap in my hand. So I look for paper towels, and there's no paper towels. Okay, don't panic. Look in the bin. There's probably some in there. The bin is full of paper towels covered in soap. Überraschung. Or as we say in England, shit. So I have no choice but to go upstairs and ask if they've got any paper towels. So I'm on my way upstairs and there's a woman coming down the stairs with a look of absolute horror on her face, staring at my hand. And I said, oh, God. No, sorry. It's not what you think. Sniff it if you don't believe me. That's how I nearly got arrested because of German taps. Ladies and gentlemen, my name's Steve Dix. You've been a wonderful audience. Thank you very much and good night.